Today we remember Saint Alphonsus Liguori, who was born in a town outside of Naples. His father was a naval officer and his mother was of Spanish descent. And they had Saint Alphonsus baptized 2 days after he was born at Our Lady of Virgin's Church. And it was said that his parents always wanted him to put God first. And he had this real tenacious spirit where when he put his mind to something, he was inflexible, which can be good or bad. And he would do everything with all that he had. He became a lawyer at a young age. He passed the bar at 19 years old and began to practice law. And it was said that he never lost a case for many years. He was a very religious man throughout his life, and his call to the priesthood was rather interesting. It said that he had a big case and he forgot some of the important details, and all of his arguments fell flat because of it. He lost the case and he was devastated, and it was said that it cut at two particular things: his pride and his worldliness, his status as a good lawyer, and his big head. Perhaps this is why he was so devastated about his loss. His pride was overwhelming, and he enjoyed his worldly status too much. It was reported that he was thunderstruck, and those who tried to console him did so in vain. It was a humiliation from God to break down his pride and cut out the worldliness in his heart. But all in all, it helped him to retreat into God, not into his own head or into his own failure, but into God. He practiced his faith and would listen to Jesus speak to him. He spent a lot of time in prayer, seeking God's will in his life. And one day, while committing his favorite act of charity, while visiting the hospital of incurables, suddenly he found himself surrounded by a mysterious light. The house seemed to rock, and an interior voice said, "Leave the world and give thyself to me," which occurred twice. Today, he's known as the doctor of moral theology and the founder of the Redemptorists, where he speaks about the fact that every virtue that we perform strengthens our character and our will to continually do good. He mentions living a holy life requires discipline and self-control, which is how we grow in virtue and exercise our freedom well. Also, it is a lifelong process which sanctifies us along the way, where each day we get up and we set out to do good for the glory of God.